Fork bomb since 10. How are the world peace talks progressing?
Oh, brother, they are. We're getting in some talks, in some chats. We're getting in some serious. It's hot and heavy right away when we get in these chats about world peace. Oh, it's happening. I think it's actually going to happen. We have a funder. It is legit. We are in talks. We are in negotiations. Use the French word, make it sound more elegant. Dirty business talk. Hey, give me the money. But yeah, we're getting into it here. Lined up. So yeah, that's where we're at with World Peace 2. Is we just have like we have a cost breakdown, a budget. We've been putting feelers out for directors, for cinematographers, all that stuff, trying to figure out who, what, when, and if it happens, we'll start shooting it in the spring, I think, is probably what we'll do here.
So exciting, man.
I regret to inform you that I will not be doing anything that is called world peace, because it's not world peace. It's not world peace unless everyone's on board. Not everybody is on board. It's certainly not happening. And look, I tried to patch things up. I tried on a handful of occasions to patch things up with Sam. But I'd spit in my face after that. Gave him a call when it got really heavy. See if I could get some sort of a closure to this. He said we were through. We're all done. I was like, whoa. No, world peace is not happening. Better off changing the name of it.
Fucking nerd. Nerd, man. I hate that fucking nerd.
It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. Talk to him. I'm gonna take a whiz. It makes me so mad, man. You have to understand. It makes me so mad. I'm sorry. It's not my aim to make anyone look bad. If I knew I was gonna be making anyone look bad, I wouldn't do it. I'm serious. I don't want to make anyone look bad. I don't do that. It makes me like embarrassed.
Two streams. Okay, just to address the Charles thing briefly, address the CQ. Apologize. Do a TRT pin on stream. I will apologize to Charles. I will do whatever it takes to make it right. When I saw that stream, I reached out to him. I said, is there anything we can do to bury the hatchet and make sketches together? That's what I asked. That's where my heart is at. I do apologize for blowing up the show, for not holding it together as strongly as I could have. And that's all I can say about it, guys. That's it. So if there's anything else, to make things right, I'll do whatever it takes. But that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I offered to whatever he wants to bring him back into the fold here. If it can be done, let's fucking do it, man. I mean, in my opinion, this could be solved with a phone call, but whatever. I think that's all I want to say. I don't want to get into a back and forth type of shit. I think that's stupid. Chuck was he in an earthquake?
I think if he was in Turkey, he was in an earthquake.
Yeah,
sure.
don't hassle Chuck. Don't fucking hassle me. Stop hassling me. Fuck off. But just let it. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen, and if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. But I'm sorry for the part that I played in making that relationship blow up. I am sorry. So there you go.
So I want to say there were some nasty. No, I don't want to. I'm not trying to bring attention to it, but we have to talk about it. There were some nasty things. Okay, that came out of my mouth that night. There were some things that were very bad. Okay, and I'll tell you, it had to go down that way because of how I am. So it is what it is. But I'll tell you, man. That night, I had to be the nerd, okay? That night, I had to be the, there's a word for it that is archaic and lost. There's been apologies across the board. There's been apologies that were real, and I'll tell you, I have to put forth my apology to Sam and Eric and Nick. Because the weight of what was said was very sweet, okay? No, this is nice. It was very sweet, okay? So I have to say that. And I have to clear a few things because I have no... Of course I'm going to do it, but I have no choice. And you really... Certain things take a big toll on you, okay? And it's not good. It's not good for anybody. And when you start getting old enough... and you start trying to work through the magic inside of yourself, you start to realize that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. You understand? And I'll tell you, there were some things on there. We'll just go by it. There's some things that you can't allow. Okay? There's just some things you can't allow. That night and the things that were said were very... I was preparing for Exorcist 4, and that night was an exorcism. Okay? The night was an exorcism. And it got me to a sort of a new place in life when I bodied myself in front of everybody. It was nice. And look, it's not that I mind doing things like that, but there's just things that were said I didn't like at all. I didn't even know. I had to be reminded. That's okay. So there's a few things I want to clear out. Because I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm lighting another one. I don't mind. I like clearing the air when I have to. Diamos, what's going on, man? Listen. There gets to a point when you can be filled with you can be in your own time machine thinking about what could have been and this and that. And, crazy stuff went down and this and that. But, when people come in, when people get things out in the open, and there's real apologies from everyone, and, you get to the point where you have to body yourself, okay? So there's a few things that I don't like. I mean, everything about that night. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? So you get to a point when years have passed, people are willing to come out and, apologize about these things, and myself included. Look, I'm not perfect. I'm a bit of a maniac. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the greatest communicator. And I can be a nerd. You know what I'm saying? It was just a twisted night. Can anyone else I was bricked. Can anyone else understand auto-initiation and humiliation rituals? Does anyone understand that? I hope that these things are still around so I can get them. Okay? Sometimes, yeah, it's a curse. Sometimes you can curse yourself and just whatever. So I'll tell you. Yeah. You all can get hyped. Okay? You guys can get hyped because I'll be returning for World Peace Season 2. You can get twisted for years and years. And look, I've never been Mr. Holier than thou, better than everyone. I'm an idiot. Okay? I'm a big idiot. I am good at adjusting things within my mind, but when there's a display like there was, you have to adjust your adjustments. You know what I'm saying? You kind of have to have an out-of-body experience for the night, okay? You have to have sort of an out-of-body experience for the night. It was a rough thing, but I'll tell you, the way that I am, it required drastic measures and drastic times, okay? We could be dead right now. I could be dead right now. I could be talking from a box. The only way you'd get to me is friggin', hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing? The only way you get to me is through a damn Ouija board. That could be me right now. I could be in the rubble right now. Coming out with a cigarette in my mouth? Not coming out at all. You know what that's like? You know what that's like? It's a rough thing. But I'll tell you, drastic times. We live in some drastic times right now. Drastic measures, well, maybe I got a measuring tape on my underwear. Okay? Maybe I suck length. Sometimes. Maybe all times. Sometimes when something is so big, you gotta suck it. I'm just saying. Count me in. Get hyped. I guess I'm lucky I can't remember it, I guess. Pepsi, man, thanks for the 10 bones, pal. We are so back. Yeah, you're not joking. You're not joking. Nocturnal Breadlust, thanks for the 10 bones. MDE never dies.